Hey guys, this is Oz from the Casual Duelist channel. Um, I just thought I would make a little video talking about the recent spike of cards that are associated with and the new deck, the new TCG exclusive Vendreads that are coming out in a couple weeks, I think, because Sneak is this upcoming Saturday. Um, And Vendreads are a deck that have kind of been tugging on my heartstrings. I really like them because it's two different uh, things that are just a lot of people like actually, which are zombies and rituals. And zombies, you really can only play them one way, and that was fine. A lot of people did that, but rituals have always kind of been bad. With the exclusions of course, like Necros and Herald of Perfection slash Cyber Angels were pretty good, but Kaiju's kind of stopped that. So so yeah, there wasn't a lot of ritual decks, and not saying this solves all the problems of ritual decks, but it seems like a really cool and innovative idea. But anyway, because of the hype, which I'm sure you guys have realized by now, but Chernu Solitaire has been the one that's hit the most. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. Um, but it was expensive anyway for a while. I'm not sure if this why it was hyped before, but it was like a $5 card, and then it was around like 9 or 10. But then it got hyped, and it got bought out the night that Vendreads got announced, and it went up to 18, 19, and then now it's been hovering around anywhere from 10 to 13. This 984 was really lower than everything else recently. And the weird thing is, like this morning when I checked, it was around like 11 and like about 11, and now it's starting to go back up to 12ish. It looks like with these kind of going up to almost a quarter away from $12. But this one's pretty cheap. Anyway, so yeah, Solitaire is something that you should definitely look out for. It was in the Dark Illusion, so it has an opportunity for getting reprinted in the Megatins in October, I think is when they are. So people are kind of advising that. And I don't want to give people advice on marketing because I really don't know. But the way I see it is, if you really want to play this deck and you've been practicing online, and you think you want to play it before the Megathons come out, which is fine. Um, I'm just kind of letting you know about cards that are going up in price. And Solitaire, I think, has kind of stopped going up much, but as soon as Sneak Peek hits, this card's going probably really back up again. So if you can get a place up for like under 30, I don't think that's a terrible deal. Especially if you can get it in before Sneak Peek, because if you end up changing your mind and being like, yeah, I'm going to wait to see if it gets printed in the Megatons, because it probably will, you could probably get your money back, if not a good deal, and actually make profit, because people are going to be paying over $30 for a playset, I'm pretty sure. It's such a good card. It's one card, Omega, of course, um, and it just has a lot of utility in a zombie deck. Next one, of course, is Mizuki. It's the secrets have been going up to about 17, but if you can afford mentally, if you can prepare yourself not to play with high rarity, even like gold series, which is, I know it's a gold, but it's old gold, so I guess it's better. I don't know. Is under $2, which isn't terrible. Mizuki's an amazing card. So Shatterfoil, I hate Shatterfoil though. This is another premium gold, under 2. Battle Pack Rare, which probably means it has the indented black letters, which I hate those too. Um, so like, there's a lot of different options. Most of the bottom ones are commons, but like the commons are about 70 cents almost. Excuse me again. Um, I bought my playset for about 71 cents each. For Mizuki commons, and I think they were actually the OTS ones. Um, so yeah, Mizuki is definitely a card that's gonna spike up as well. I mean, these secrets have been going up steadily since the announce of Vendreads. Um, but yeah, I think it'd be cool to have them. But I think if you want to make a budget, you want to cut costs a little bit, because Vendreads are going to be a little expensive if you have to buy everything. Um, Definitely just go for the commons, guys. I know it hurts, but or the gold if you actually like gold. Another card is Gozuki. He's actually amazing. Has a lot of combos. If you're interested, you could probably look into that yourself. I know there's a lot of common zombie combos with Gozuki, But if you want us to show you, Colin definitely knows a lot about zombies, and me and Jaff have been playtesting Vendreads specifically. Um, so yeah, of course we can offer that if you guys are interested. But Gozuki, there's been printed once. It was in Duel Saga, so that was what, like April, I think. I'm not sure. Maybe a little before. Has one printing. Of course, it was the Ultra. There's only Ultras and Secrets. Um, but like I got my playset the night the Vendreads were announced because I was like, why not? And it's kind of like a standard to play at 2, but you can play it at 3. I think 2 is probably a good minimum though. And I got mine for about the same as I got Mizuki, which is about 70 something cents, 71, 72. And this lightly played is 115, but then the next near mint is $1.50, and then it goes up from there. Because Gozuki, it could easily be bought out, and I think it might actually get bought out closer to Sneak Peek or closer to Code of the Duelist itself being released. Because it's such an easy card to buy out. Because like, look at that. That's what, like 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 copies of Gozuki that are under. Not even that. Yeah, about 6 or 7 that are under $3, and then it goes up to 3, and it goes up to $3.50, and it could easily become like a $5 card if you weren't careful. So yeah, I think Gozuki is something you should definitely invest in now. Just buy it now. You don't if you're 50-50, just buy it now, or just wait until in between sets, like like a month and a half into Code of the Duelist, or about after the Megatons come out. Gozuki might go down. I think he's going to be kind of like Spiral Super Agent was, where like around every new set, he's going to spike up to, an obscene amount of money, and then he's going to drop all the way back down to the normal price. So if you want advice on Spirals, I say, wait till he's under $5. He's going to go back to under $5. Plus, he's going to reprint it. But nevertheless, this isn't about Spirals. The last major card I want to talk about is Pre-Prep. It's an amazing card. I remember when this thing got announced in Shining Victories a couple years ago, and I thought it was insane because it's like one of the best plus ones. And it's a really fair plus one, I think, because rituals really need it because they go minus inherently. So it's basically just a scale, kind of balances them out. But yeah, I got my playset for under $5. I know John Moore from House of Champs suggested if you can get a playset for under $5, do it. And that was right after I bought mine. If you guys watch his Yu-Gi-Oh! Market watch. But yeah, and now it's went up since this morning. Like I checked these prices this morning and came up with this idea for this video. And then I get home and I check again, and it only has 2 single copies, before it goes up to $3. Granted, that's from a very brand new vendor. But then, there's another $2.99. There's a 3. There's a $3.24. I mean, this is another card. It has 1 printing. It was a super from Shining Victories, which is technically, I guess, an old set now. And it could have the Twin Twister effect. It was a super, but it could still be a $5 card, especially because it's old now. And yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't know if I can't remember if Shining Victories in the run for Megatons or not. They might be. I think they actually might be. But there's not going to be everything in the Megatons. They always have to cut stuff. And Pre-Prep is just a really good card. And if you want to play Vendreads at all from day one, you need Pre-Prep. Like, you might as well not play it if you don't have Pre-Prep. You really shouldn't play them if you don't have any of these cards. I mean, you could try playing without Solitaire if you were, like, really, like, poor, I guess. But, I don't know. I'm trying to get some, too. But if I can get a good deal for them, then I'm also going to just wait and just buy everything else and just sit on it. But then there's, of course, uni-zombie. You need him at 3. But the good thing is he's been printed 3 times, all 3 commons. So I don't see this guy spiking up. I haven't kept up with zombies before, so I'm not the best person to know if there's been ever a big spike in uni-zombie. But, I mean, he's in everyone's commons, I'm pretty sure. So I really wouldn't worry about that. He's in a Megatons, printed a normal set, and an OTS pack. So someone has to have a couple. So, I mean, if you can get them for, like, under 70 cents, you're fine. And they don't seem like they've spiked much. Like, the market price for this one is $1. And that's 77, and that's 72. So, I think if you can get them under 70, that's a fair price for uni-zombie. But another suggestion is investing in the Shiranuis a little bit. Let me go to Yu-Gi-Oh! Of course, there's Solitaire, but I think the synchros are actually pretty good. They have some kind of OTK thing they go on with, and they like to banish and stuff. And Vendreads banish inherently. And of course, you're going to have to play Omega. But they're really good synchros, and there's not that many zombie synchros that you can go into, because there's just not that many. So yeah, I think investing in the Shiranui synchros is a good idea, all of them, because you have a lot of space. I like Spectral Sword, because him in Grave, especially with Solitaire already in Grave, equals a Crystal Wing, which is great, because you just banish these two, summon out the level 6 guy, or you can summon out like a level 6 zombie in general, like the Archfiend, like the zombie Summon Skull, or Revived Hades, and things like that. But then when Solitaire gets banished, he will let you special summon Spectral Sword out of the banished zone into, obviously, on the field. And then since Spectral Sword's a tuner, you can then make that level 6 and that level 2 tuner, and then make a level 8. And there's no restrictions on Spectral Sword. He has no on-field effect. So then you can make a generic level 8, and of course the best level 8 is Crystal Wing. And then you also have Omega, but you make Omega different ways. This is really how you make Crystal Wing. Spirit Master is a great card. He's really cheap. When he's banished, he can pop a card on the field, so the idea is to like tribute a zombie with their trap. Is it on the first page? No, it's not. Their trap is a really good zombie generic. Shiranui's style Swallow Slash. Kind of hard to say, but tribute a zombie, then target 2 cards in the field, destroy and banish Shiranui out of your deck. So you probably want to just play style, whatever his name is. I'm really bad at their names. Spirit Master. Probably just want to play him at like 1 or 2. But I think he has a good on-field effect, and he has a 1500 attack. So when he's normal summon, you can special summon a Shiranui monster from your hand or graveyard. But banish him when it leaves field, which is perfectly fine for them. So yeah, if you already have Spectral Sword and Grave with nothing else, you could Spirit Master and then go into level 6. And then Spectral Sword gets banished, but yeah. So yeah, Shiranui's actually really good. Those are like the main ones I like. Of course, all the synchros. You could test the other ones as well, but those are the ones I'm focusing on for my build personally. So yeah, those are just my thoughts on Vendreads so far. If you want to build them, they're not gonna be super cheap, especially with Solitaire and pre-puffs. Kind of, I guess, expensive. And also their trap, Reorigins, I believe is the name, is a secret. But honestly, I don't think you'd want to play more than 2, if even play it later on in Vendreads. There could be more support that makes it better. But right now, I think the only reason you want to play it is because it's kind of sacky if you get it off in the right hand. It's recovery in the right circumstances. And it's also a name to pitch off of Hound if you don't have anything else. Because you only have 4 other cards. But you're playing max all those other cards probably. I mean, you might play like less Hounds or something. But anyway. So yeah, I just thought I'd let you guys know about, what to expect if you want to invest. Oh, let's talk about... I brought up Omega, and I didn't even show him. Let's see here. Omega has also been going up. I think last night he was at 8, and I was at 832. Of course, this is the reprint that came out a couple weeks ago. But definitely get your Cypher. I think Omega, if you want to play from day 1, and you don't want the prices to go up, Omega, Solitaire, Pre-Prep, and Gozuki, you should get those ASAP. Because I think Omega could just end up staying. Like, it could get as expensive as the OG one, which is, about $12. And just stay up there. There's nothing really stopping that. Because Omega's so good in this deck. And you want to play minimum 1. You could play a couple. I know Omega also takes himself out of the extra deck zone, so, he opens up plays for making multiple Omegas without actually needing links per se. But yeah, Omega's great. Good thing is that Crystal Wing hasn't got hyped from my understandings. Yeah, it's still about $6. So I think describing like a $6 Crystal Wing, that's really good. Like, did you ever think we'd live in the day where Crystal Wing would be $6? It's pretty cool. But yeah, I think Crystal Wing is something you should grab. But definitely Omega and Gozuki and Solitaire will all go up in price, and pre-prep will continue to go up in price, especially near Sneak Peek, especially near Code of the Duelist's debut. Potentially it might drop because no one really knows how good Vendreads are going to be. There's not a lot of deck profiles even on YouTube yet, and they've been announced for like a week, and so they've probably been up on like Dev Pro and Dueling Book and stuff like that for 4 or 5 days maybe. I'm not really sure, but I've been playing with the profile or playing with the deck. Jeff's been playing with the deck. Colin might be, I don't know, but Colin knows a lot about zombies. So yeah, we have been trying this because we all really like this deck. But yeah, these are just my thoughts on the budget of Vendreads so far. They might get cheaper, but I feel like they might be like Spirals price-wise, where they get real expensive right before something gets released, and then the hype goes down because they didn't do a whole lot competitively, in the meta or at locals or anything. People aren't doing amazing with them. And which is okay with me because that's the best time to buy cards, because I bought my Spiral cards while Spirals were like not really relevant at all, and now Spirals are kind of a little bit expensive because of the hype over Double Helix, because Double Helix makes them insanely good. So if you do this, and as long as Vendreads don't have any more secrets or expensive secrets, then you get a decent deal while it's cheap, and you're not going to regret it. But points to remember are that Solitaire may get reprinted. So this is really a question of, do you want to play from day one with the weird deck that you built, which is half Vendreads, half Chernuis, half generic zombies, whatever you mix with them, Light Sworns, whatever. Or do you just want to wait till all the support's out and then just kind of bite the bullet? Because also, if Solitaire doesn't get reprinted, which is possible, guys, it is possible. Hopefully it doesn't. I don't think it should not get reprinted. But if it doesn't get reprinted, then it'll probably spike the day that gets announced, when it gets leaked, when the megatins get leaked, to figure out what's in it and what's not in it. And this says Solitaire's not in it. Solitaire could jump up to be like a $20 card. There's nothing stopping it because the market can control it because there's so low quantity of it. So that's kind of like the scary thing. So I think if you can get them under $30 for a playset, I think that's pretty good. I mean, yeah, if it gets reprinted again, it might go down to being a $5 card. So yeah, you took some money. You lost some money. But in the grand scheme of things, it isn't that huge of a deal. It just really depends if you can afford it and if you really want it. And it's okay either way, honestly. There's no right or wrong way to, buy cards. Just have fun with the decks. And, you could play without Solitaire if you really wanted to. Solitaire really just enables you to do a first turn Omega, which is something that zombies have always been doing. Try to make a new combo, If you have any cool combos, if any of you guys do, if you have a cool deck list for Vendreads so far, if you have any advice for me, the crew, our subscribers, anyone, please leave them down in the comments. Really appreciate them. You guys are, I'm here for you guys, and you guys are here for me and the crew, and we're in this together. Don't want to sound a little cheesy, but it's just my thoughts, and I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts too. If you like these kind of videos, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. Hopefully we're going to keep making more content on a regular basis. If you have any questions, or if you want me to talk about something else in specific, or you want to hear from other people, if you're like, hey, I want to hear more from McMahon or Jaff or Colin, which are the only 3 other guys in the group so far, but if you want them to make a video, leave in the comments. They'll get to it, and we all have abilities to record, I'm pretty sure, to my knowledge at least. So we can do this over the summer, but with your guys' help, we need ideas and stuff. So we want to make content that you guys want to watch. So if you have ideas, leave them in the comments. Like this video if you like this style of video, or if you thought that I was helpful some way. I don't think I am, but whatever. And subscribe if you want to continue following Casual Duelist channel, because hopefully we are some benefit to you. And I really appreciate it. Appreciate you guys watching. Have a great day. See you later.